I love Overwatch League. I do. I know a lot has been said about the league, but when push comes to shove, I still love spending my free time watching these guys absolutely pop off. And doing that, watching them pop off for years on end, has made me kind of idolize these guys. I look at them more as the names on the back of their shirts instead of, I don't know, guys my age sitting down to play the game. And it's the same in every traditional sport, right? People start getting worshipped unrealistically. But with Overwatch League, it's different, because whenever I start forgetting about the people behind the names, I get reminded, I get awakened. So for example, a while ago, I played a ranked game with Spree, an actual pro. Now, don't make any illusions, I'm not a great player. I'm just one of the 7 players that actually queues up as a tank. So my games can go anywhere from 3,300 games to 4,300 games, and that's the only reason I was on his team. Trust me. So anyway, my point is that these guys are way more approachable than I sometimes forget they are. So that, in combination with the fact that I have way too much time on my hands, led to me doing this. So here we go. I sent every Overwatch League pro a DM with a random question, and here's what they said. So here's a few examples of what I sent to these players. I asked Agilities if a hot dog was a sandwich, Nevix who the best singer on their team was, and I sent something anime related to Surefour, of course. So I basically didn't want to send any serious topics to these guys. I don't want to leak any DMs. I just want to talk about some stupid stuff. So yeah, that's what I did. And I started sending messages when I realized there's a lot of players in Overwatch League. There's 20 teams with like 8 or 12 players. So that basically comes down to at least more than 3. So I was going to have to send a lot of DMs. So let's get to it. So I started thinking of a bunch of questions to send. I sent the same question a few times, but overall I tried to be creative, unique, and sometimes I even did something personal. I wanted to know about that certain player, so I think I asked McGravy something about Halsey or something stupid like that. So yeah, overall I think I sent a message to over 100 Overwatch League players, probably. A lot of them, of course, had their DMs closed or didn't have Twitter at all, which is fine. But I figured if you try something 100 times, there's a big chance it works one time. So the more players I send a message, the bigger the chances I'm gonna get a few responses. That was my idea with this. So I sent a message to everyone. I did it. It took me a while, but then in the end, I bothered all of them. So eventually, I actually got 15 people to answer, which is great. It doesn't sound like a lot maybe, but keep in mind I don't know any of these people and I sent them a question out of the blue. Plus they're probably busy with, being pro and all. Also sometimes it was stupid questions like asking Shax to pop off less because my friend supports Valiant, I support Glads, and I don't want him to hold it over me. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the answers with my live reactions. I'm excited. First answer, and it's Geggery, and I love Geggery, so this is awesome. And now that I think of it, this is a super boring question. Apple or Android? Well, she took the decency to answer, so the least I can do is answer back and thank her for doing the same. Very cool, though. An answer from Geggery. She's awesome. My second response was for a guy that only recently joined Overwatch League, it's Onigod, and I asked him what his real-life hero was and if he had any. He said it was probably his dad, and this was around Father's Day as well, so it makes a lot of sense that he answered this. And speaking of dads, my next answer was from Spree, the person I actually named in my intro as well, and I asked him if he liked waffles or pancakes, and I'm so dumb because he's a Belgian. Of course it's waffles. The least I can do is let him know that I know I'm dumb. You know what I mean? So I sent him this. Ooh, new answer. It's from Hydration. Oh man, I love Hydration. Hydration. I swear I wasn't drunk when typing these messages, even though it seems like that sometimes. Controversial pick though, winter. Gamers are probably one of the few groups that likes winter better than summer, right? So it makes some sense, but still. Hydration prefers winter. Ooh, we got a response from Jaxay. I asked him the all-important question, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, and he came back with the only right answer, let's be honest, the Lord of the Rings, so he prefers that as well. I'm glad he didn't say Star Wars, because then I'd feel bad putting it in my video and ruining his reputation. Whew. Oh, we got the first answer from a Gladiator, which is, like I said, the team I support. I asked Mirror what his favorite country to travel to was, and his answer is Paris, which, which isn't a country, but I get what he means. And Paris is a great place to travel to, so I'll let him know that. Also, with an answer like Paris, we know at least the question wasn't what is your favorite Overwatch map, so that's good. I got a very quick response from Nero. I just sent him the question and he responded right away. So I asked him, what do you think he would be doing if it wasn't for pro gaming? And he said he would probably have tried harder in school, but he's not sure with what exactly. And that makes a lot of sense, actually. So let's send him some support. Let him know that he's doing great. And, oh, he's actually responded again. Okay, what a nice guy, man. He just thanked me. I asked Numlock what he was wearing in his profile pic, and it's a crab suit.
So beautiful.
I just got a response from my all-time favorite Overwatch League player, and that is OG. I asked him his favorite song. He said he doesn't really have one. Honestly, if this response was "leave me alone, you're annoying," I would still be happy because I got a message from OG. So let's do a normal response. A follow-up question, sure, why not? I asked Lester what his favorite hero was, and he responded as well, saying Zen, which I think every off support says. So doesn't surprise me. So let's let him know that, and also maybe say the. Should we say this in public? No, maybe not. That's probably not smart. We also got a response from Shaz. I asked him what his funniest movie ever was, and he says Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, and I haven't seen that in like 10 years. I might actually watch that tonight. It is kind of a classic, not gonna lie. Cinematic masterpiece, isn't it? Another response, this time it's Tsuna. And I asked him his favorite animal, and he says it's cats. And honestly, he's not wrong. I love cats as well. I'll actually let him know that I do have a cat as well called Winston. Yes, my cat is named after the Overwatch hero. Here he is. I'm not lying. That's Winston. See, he even knows Primal Rage. Super dangerous. Careful. Ooh, another answer, this time from Ark, one of the nicest players in the Overwatch League. And I asked him if he could remove one hero, what it was. He very quickly answered me that it was Orisa. And he actually went on to flame Orisa a little more. So, I mean, he's not wrong, so I don't blame him. I don't think anyone does. Ooh, we also got a response from Karkar. I asked him for his favorite map, and much like asking a Belgian man if he likes waffles, if you ask a Lucio main his favorite map, he's probably gonna say either Ilios or Lijiang Tower, so this was to be expected. I let him know. And the last answer we got was from Colorhex. I asked him cats or dogs, and he also picked cats, so I think the big winner of this episode has to be cats. So yeah. And that was it for the video for today. I had a lot of fun doing this, talking to some of the people I admire. It's all done in good fun, nothing serious. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope you guys liked watching it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!